A day or two after Christmas 1987, I reported to our offices in Kapenguria, and I got my boss who was livid. He was asking me that I had been to my place of work and found I was not present. So he was annoyed. And I told him that I'd taken the Christmas holiday to take all my belongings home because I'm ready to go to Northeastern even right now. He told me he'd give me my traveling warrants, but something has cropped up that we have first of all to clear with it. Alice Lakwena had been arrested. So after Lakwena's issue is over, then he'll give me my traveling warrant. You know, I had applied to go to Mandera, and my boss would blow hot and cold. One time, he would tell me that he would rather die than release me. The other time, he would tell me that he's doing me a favor because I would have, when I applied to go to Mandera, the transfer had come that I go to Wajir. So he would tell me he's doing me a favor. One time he would tell me he's doing me a favor by retaining me. Another time he would tell me that I'm a good, hard-working person who should not leave him. So with that blowing hot and cold, I decided to use the Christmas holiday to take all my belongings home. And now that I was told that since Lakwena had been arrested and there was need for more people, I should wait until Lakwena's case ended. I remember escorting the then acting Inspector of Police, Daniel Mariach Pogisho, to the field where he boarded an helicopter. The military helicopter was the small one. The military helicopter was carrying a member each from each of the arms of the District Security Committee. So in the intelligence, we were ably represented by Daniel Mariach Pogisio, the immediate elder brother to Samuel Losuron Pogisio. They went, then later he came back with the helicopter, and we had that magazine, Weekly Review, which had the picture of Alice Lakwena plus her commanders in a banana plantation. So when he came back, we showed him. When he came back with the helicopter, we showed him the picture, said, these are the people who have been arrested. These are the people who had been arrested. And so we were waiting. You know, they were being brought under heavy security from Alale. So he arrived earlier, and when they arrived, there were about 4 men. Yeah, there were 4 men plus her. She was the only woman there. When she arrived, there was heavy security, and now it was my duty to spend a night at the police station representing the intelligence. We had everybody there. At that police station, we had APs there. We had the General Duty Kenya Police. We had the stock theft. We had the GSU. We had the national. That place was just like Higanjo, where 99% of people are police officers. She was brought there. When she came, now these 4 men were supposed to be placed in the male cells. They were supposed to be placed in the male cells, and she was to be placed in the female cells. That is where the first problem came, because they said that you want to. We as her soldiers, our work is to protect her. Now, we cannot leave her out of our sight. Actually, there were pit latrines there. When she went for a pit latrine, all of them would surround that pit latrine to make sure that, first of all, they'll check that pit latrine to make sure that there's nobody in, and then they'll be around and we will surround them. So they said she can, but then in that police cell, there were women police cell, there was no woman prison that day. We just wanted to place her alone there. Said no, we cannot accept her out of our sight. Now there was a dilemma. The district security committee met and talked. They cannot take her into a male cell, and then they cannot take the 4 commanders into the female cell. There is this room that we can call it operation room or situation room. This is the room that was for radio room. Actually, the Kapenguria police station then was somebody's house which had been converted into a police station. So one of the places which were the sitting room had been converted into a situation room. So that is where we were. And after a lot of consultation, and all eyes were there, so they said that we spread some mattresses. She, being a lady, wanted her to be aside, and they said no, we cannot agree. So she slept, 2 men to her right, 2 men to her left, and she slept soundly. But those 4 men never even blinked once. I was there till morning. But before she slept, the Provincial Security Committee of Rift Valley, headed by Hassan Haji, the provincial commissioner, came and they had discussions with her. And she was very harsh. And she was talking. He immediately earned the nickname Margaret Thatcher. She spoke with very clear English, and she was alone against the Provincial Security Committee. Being from disciplined services, the Provincial Security Committee would talk to her, and we junior, the district security committee, and even up to I was a constable then. We could not say anything, we could not do anything, we were just quiet watching, this way and that way, this way and that way. That is when I learned that she was supposed to meet with Moi in Busia, Kenya, and Museveni somehow learned about it, and Museveni at the same time was in Busia, Uganda. And she had come all the way from northern Uganda through bush and into Busia, Kenya, when she was supposed to meet Moi, and Museveni appeared. So the thing was, Kenyan Security Committee had a crisis meeting where it was planned that she be taken. She was told to go back. She said no, she locked into a trap, because where the president is, trying to retrace the way she used would be, even right now where you are in African state, when the president visits your place, security is heightened. So she knew that from the Ugandan side, security was so much heightened that she would walk into a trap. So the Kenyan security took her from Busia all the way to Kapenguria, to Kacheliba, up to Alale. And she said no. She was told to cross over to Karamojong so that she can find her way. They said no. How sure are we that you had... she was always believing that Moi and Museveni's meeting was not by chance, it was planned. How sure are we that you will not plan for... you have not planned with the Museveni for us to be arrested around Moroto? She was told, hey, you can't come back to Kenya, whatever. He said, we are just here. You come next week, Next month, next year, you'll find us here. And going there, after a few days, still they found she was still there with those people. No water, no food, no nothing. Around 3 days. So she was arrested and brought to Kapenguria. And as I've said, she spent the night at the police station. The following day, she was taken to court, and all of them claimed that she was. All of them claimed that they didn't understand any other language apart from Acholi, but one of them claimed to know English, so he was being used to translate. But by law, you cannot use a co-accused to translate. It was a clever way of them looking for. By the time they look for a translator, it would take long, and Kenya wanted to dispose of her quickly. So she was jailed for 6 months and taken a kilometer or two to Kapenguria prisons. That night, Kapenguria helicopters were rare. That night, another helicopter came, took them to wherever they were, and that is how she spent the rest of her life in Thika refugee camp. She is the founder of Lord's Resistance Army, a Lord's Resistance Movement, which, after she was arrested in Kenya, her nephew, Joseph Kony, took over. I'll talk about it in a subsequent recordings. Thank you.